On a warm summer day many years ago, a little girl named Alice was making daisy chains in the grass when suddenly, right in front of her, ran a little white rabbit with long ears and pink eyes. He was wearing white gloves, and he carried a green umbrella and a little magic fan.
Oh, my ears and whiskers, I mustn't be late. I mustn't be late. I'm a silly little rabbit from Wonderland. I've got a green umbrella and a magic fan. I'd like to stay and play with you, but I've got things that I must do. Hippity-hop, hippity-hop, I'm off to Wonderland.
And away ran the little white rabbit and jumped down the rabbit hole, with Alice following right behind him. Alice found herself sitting at the bottom of the rabbit hole, in the middle of a big room, surrounded by many beautiful golden doors, all tightly shut. Then she spied a golden key lying on a little glass table.
Oh, maybe this will fit one of the doors, and I'll find the white rabbit.
But the only door that the key would fit was a tiny door, which led to a beautiful garden. And this door was hardly as big as a dollhouse door.
Oh, dear, I'll never fit through that door.
But just then, Alice saw a bottle with the words, "Drink me," written on it. So she took a drink from the bottle.
Oh, my goodness, I'm getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
And there was little Alice, so very, very small, until she spied a little box lying near the wall. In the box was a small cake with the words, "Eat me," marked in raisins. So she ate the cake.
Oh, my goodness, I'm getting taller and taller and taller. Stop, stop!
Alice was now over 9 feet high and so frightened she didn't notice the white rabbit coming down the hall.
I'm a silly little rabbit from Wonderland, where turtles go to school and think it's grand, where elephants are as big as fleas. And now if you will pardon me, I'll take off like the breeze.
As the rabbit ran away, he dropped his little magic fan. Alice picked up the fan and started to fan herself. With each swish of the fan, she grew smaller and smaller and smaller.
Oh, my, that's small enough. I'll just throw this fan away and look for the little white rabbit.
As Alice searched for the white rabbit, she wandered into the beautiful garden, and there she saw a very strange sight. Coming through the trees was a procession of soldiers and all sorts of funny animals, and a large carriage made of playing cards with a sign that read, "King and Queen of Hearts." The king and queen sat on the throne, and everyone gathered about to watch the trial of the Knave of Hearts who had stolen the tarts. Just as Alice had found a seat next to the jury box, she made a discovery.
Oh, my dear, I'm getting taller and taller and taller.
Just at that moment, the king called the name of the next witness.
Alice?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
The king looked at Alice and said in a loud voice,
Everyone over a mile tall must leave this court instantly.
I'm not a mile tall. And furthermore, I was just looking for the white rabbit.
The king called for order
Order!
and read from a book.
Here in Wonderland, 'tis very plain to see that you are just as tall as any tree. Just a mile would be my guess, nothing more and nothing less, so you'll have to leave the courtroom, yes-sirree.
I will not leave the courtroom, and I'm not a mile tall.
"Off with her head! Off with her head!" yelled the queen.
Oh, you can't scare me. You're nothing but a pack of playing cards.
At that point, all the cards suddenly rushed right at Alice and jumped at her head.
Stop! Stop!
And then, guess what happened? Alice shouted so loudly, she woke herself up. You see, it was all a dream. And that is the story of Wonderland, where things are upside down and nothing's planned. Of Alice's dream of a king and a queen and a little white rabbit from Wonderland.